Welcome, ladies and gents. So, today we're playing a game called Dark Clouds. I bet nobody knows or almost nobody remembers this game, because this is a game that was released 2 decades ago. 22 years ago, to be exact. So, it's a pretty old game. It's older than some of you, that's for sure. But these are the types of game we used to play when we were kids. So, yeah. It has a little bit of a story going on, a little bit of city building. Yes, indeed. 20 years ago there was city building, although it's not some Anno 1800 or some shit like that. But it's a very good game. The graphics are not the best, don't look at that, because obviously the PlayStation 2 was the best console we had at the time, so don't expect great things from the graphics. But the gameplay, from what I remember, used to be phenomenal. Now, I did play the bit with it to remember a couple of things, because honestly, 20 years ago, I can't remember anything. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, and I'm recording it in the morning. But whatever, let's get into it. Let's get a new story. 2001. This game was released in 2001, but it has a good story. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And the music is also top-notch, excellent. So a book was found in some old ruins. You can see the context is perfect. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. Right, let me read that in English. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with 2 moons illuminating the sky. It's very interesting. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. He's gotta name the boy. But whether or not this is a true story... Alright, go faster. Do you believe in the story woven in the book? Woven in the book? What English is that? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Well, we never know. This might be some Matrix stuff. Let me tell you this story. This ancient book tells a magical and magnificent, hurry up, fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is Thorn. Okay, let's start with changing that name because it's horrible. We should call it Bob. This magical story with our protagonist is called Bob. Interesting stuff. Right, so now we're gonna have a little bit of a story introduction here. So this is the Dark Shrine, apparently. And the music is phenomenal. I'm gonna let you listen to this. Dance with us, baby! You've gathered quite a few of them.
I had a hard time finding dancers with rare qualifications.
Now imagine them speaking.
Look at them. They're dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems.
Problems?
In order to procure good material, you do need adequate...
I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem, huh?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Should be a voice actor. Let us enjoy this ceremony with these lovely people dancing. It's called the Dance of Blood. So I think she's a witch and these guys are humans, and this mix of dancers, it's what's gonna bring some evil spirit back.
This is an amazing story.
It's better than some Netflix shows, that's for sure. how my microphone is in my mouth. I can't dance. Fudge! Come on. I want to see this evil spirit. You can tell the graphic is not that great, but, I mean, it was very good for a PS2 console. What do you intend to do with such power? I don't know. Make a barbecue. What do you think? He wants to conquer the world, my boy. These dudes are really good dancers. The evil spirit is coming out. So yeah, there's no voice acting, as you can tell, that's why I'm doing that part. Alright. This is the spirit. The genie. Look at the moonwalk of that dude. Capitan Salerno. Ha! Oh, the fella's hungry. Oh, huh? Well, the boy's hungry after 400 years. I think everyone will be hungry. At least cook it. Get some fire going on. Get some sauce. Just raw human. Probably not the best taste. Delicious. Very good. Alright, so... Look how the characters, the NPCs are running. And we were so excited to have these animations in 2000, I swear. So yeah, I'd say we come a long way. Hi, how are you today? Bob. Move along, Bob. Bob is already started. Come on, let's go. See, I told you should have hurried. Stupid. Alright, whatever your name is. Oh, she left you. Forever alone. Good. Very good. Yeah, move your ass. Come on, chop chop. We don't have all day. There you go. Chuck it all down. And this is Bob. This is you. He's so happy. Look at him. Got no teeth, but that's okay. Can't believe I have like a an RTX 3090 Ti. And I'm playing this. This is amazing. Look at the moves, man. is like a village sort of party or whatever. And as you can tell, he's happy. And those are the two moons. Bloody hell. It's a bit tiring for the eyes, to be honest. Alright. Oh, look at him. He's firing laser from his bum. An interesting one, this fella. Look at him. Look at him. Very scary, I have to say. It's very, very scary. So that's why the guy wanted the evil genie. To just basically kill everyone. Shock. Save the damsel, my boy. Bob is a hero. Yeah. So that's the story. That's the evil genie. He wants to kill everyone, and basically that fella wants to control the genie and his power to be the ruler of the world. Hey there, can you hear me? No. Open your eyes. Wake up. Hey! Could you imagine that? Like, oh, wake up! Satan? Oh, the very king in my bed. I am the entity that unites all of the nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Thank you. Something bad has happened. No, really. This dude is Sherlock Holmes. Men blinded by greed have revived the dark genie. This dark genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. Why am I speaking like this? I don't know. It makes for more fear context. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. And not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. Bloody hell. It's all gone to poo-poo? Yeah. We kinda do remember a little bit. It must be the men from the east. Racist. Probably thinking to use its black demon power for war without realizing how frightening it is. I think it does, that's why he did it. But well, you never know. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called dark genie almost destroyed the entire world. Gasp. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us spirits. So you're evil too, bastards. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. So God is too lazy to do it himself and then just delegates you to do his bidding. What a clever narration. Oh, so you have to fight the dark genie's powers with kindness. That's what it's telling you. I don't think that's gonna work. Surprised? That's called Atlamelia. It's a stone with a magical power. Yay. Don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Prepare your eyes. Oh, that's it. You know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. Really. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. Right. Just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems though Atla was scattered all around by its tremendous magic power. So basically he put everything in bubbles and then the bubbles just like the Dragon Balls. Bruh. Coincidence? And so the genie thinks everything is destroyed and you have to restore it and then go and kick his bum bum. Right, got it. You may even be able to create an even better world than before. Told you. This is like Anno 1800, but better. You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Been talking for no reason. Shut up, Grandpa, we know already. I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. We didn't get anything from this lesson. Whatever. So long. So he said a bunch of things, nobody understood anything, and now he left and said like, yeah, I'm gonna come back later for a barbecue, whatever. I'm telling you, the music, for some reason it was better before. I don't know what it is. Bob, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, the trees, and the animal. And the voices of Earth. They are all calling for your help. And this is how Bob became a vegan. Come on, Bob. Go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next. Alright. Now, the controls are a bit finicky. Alright, so this is the Noldum village. Basically, that's the village of Bob. That's where you start. Now, there's gonna be many worlds. It's not just this. So, right. The analog doesn't move. So it's L1, R1 to move around. Perfect. That is beautiful. And, right, there's no sprints or any... Right, it's just basic. Move left, move right. Back and forth. That's it. Let's go to the chief's house. So apparently the chief's house is still intact for whatever reason. Because the genie was too lazy to finish the job. Lazy bastards. Getting nothing right. Ah, Bob, you are alive. Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this would happen. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Bob? Oh, I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? Bruh. Do something about it. Stop crying. Smoking a pipe, trying to be a badass and then crying out loud? I guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of Noldum village, Dran. Now Dran is the boss of this village, but for some reason he did absolutely nothing to protect them from the genie. Perfecto. You know you're in safe hands when your leader does absolutely nothing. Welcome to politics. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside, towards your right-hand side. You've probably seen, yeah, but I do remember it. Maybe imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. Yeah. This is the cave key. Oh, wonderful. I shall be going then. Ta-da! Alright. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. Alright, so we had a little bit of was that probably 20 minutes of story. But it's necessary for context, so I'll leave it in. However, now, let me give a bit of an explanation for people that don't know how this works. This is a progressive leveling type of crafting, world building, all in one, right? Now you see all these places here. We're gonna go inside the dungeons and we have different levels. And the deeper you go into the dungeons, the more powerful the enemies become. and you get loots, and you kill enemies, and you get those Atla thingies that Grandpa Gandalf was talking about. Then you come here and you will rebuild the village. Now we have nothing, but we will get things. I'm gonna show you now how it's done. So first of all, let's go back into walking mode. And that is the cave of Dran, our leader. The guy that did absolutely nothing to prevent this from happening. And we have to go there and congratulate the fella. So use your square and use the key. So we go into the cave. That's basically the core mechanic of the game. So there's different worlds, but the mechanic functions similarly. So you see, this is the first B1, this is the first, basically the base dungeon. So it's the first floor of the dungeons, and every world is gonna have different dungeons, and there's gonna be different levels to it. So let's go to dungeon 1, and those spheres that you saw, they're not Pokeballs, right? Don't give me that crap, they're not Pokeballs. Those are the Atlas, the thingy that go into the stone, the Atlamilia. It's for real this time, Bob. From here on, you will be put to the true test. Thank you, it was about time. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast's cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in the dungeon, acquire a gate key. To get the gate key for the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's crest will be the gate key. Right. So basically the key for each floor of the dungeon is acquired through killing monsters. And then one of the monsters is gonna drop the key. So basically you split them in half with your amazing skills, which you're gonna see in a moment, trust me, top-notch gameplay. Right, so basically you speak with your mind to speak with him, blah, blah, blah. This is a teleport, basically. So, if there's monsters, you can't speak with him because of the evil energies. So you have to use items to escape. Or you could kill all the enemies. Alright. Okay, weapons, that's important. So weapons in this game break. So you'll have to repair them with a powder that is called repair powder. Yes, of course. Right, so the more you use the weapon, yeah, it's gonna become more powerful. Right, so basically your base weapon, how it works, your base weapon for each character, because there's plenty of them you're gonna use, but the base weapon is never gonna break, right? Grandpa Gandalf put a spell on it. Put a ring on it. But all the other weapons you get, if they break, so they go to 0, you're basically going to lose, right? I'm gonna explain you all of this. We don't have to stay here and hear Grandpa Gandalf speaking in a mute tone. Show me your true ability. Yes, I will explain you step by step. Don't you worry. So, very easy. Come on, stop making that face. That beard wasn't even that great. So, here's how it works. First of all, you have your items. Now we have these items here. The bread is for health. Obviously, also is for thirst. This is the antidote. If you get poisoned, yes, there are status effects. This is the escape powder if you want to get away from the labyrinth, but there's monsters still around. And this is the repair powder, which goes on the weapon. So we're just gonna put these two in the active item so we can use it straight away. This one we don't really need it. So weapons at the moment we only have a dagger, but here's the thing. You see there's a dasher. you have to hit it with your amazing skills. And you can have combos, and you're also gonna die right now. Oh, shit. Haha. Look at this, look at this. Yeah, Rambo's in the house. So yeah, you have different enemies in different dungeons. This is a cave bat. I think this is the one that can poison you. So you can charge your attacks and then jump and miss completely because your skills are caca. Right. So this is the door that leads to the next floor of the labyrinth, of the dungeon, whatever you want to call it. But we have to get the key from each dungeon. I just drank water, right. I've been stupid. Drun's Crest acquired, and that is the key. But we're not gonna go to the next floor directly, because we need to get the Atla from each those Pokeballs from each floor. Because houses and streets and trees and everything that Grandpa Gandalf put inside those bubbles sits inside these bubbles. These ones here. Is this water? Right. If you come across water in any of these dungeons, it's perfect because this is gonna heal you and quench your thirst. So you can fight at will. Come at me, bruh. Dasher. Right, they dropped absolutely nothing. So this is how it works. You touch it with your stone and the bubble opens and you see we got a lamp. And basically we have to recover from the dungeons all of the missing things in the village, the supplies, the houses, the roads, everything that evil genie literally destroyed, or so he thought. This is a magical crystal, which is going to show all the items and the monsters on the map, which is very good to acquire early on. And this is why, even if the first monster you kill in the dungeon... Oh, you got Macho. Macho is a person, as you can tell from the name. So yeah, like I was saying, even if you get the key immediately, you still have to get all these balls, all these atlases, whatever. Yeah, I usually clear the dungeon completely. It doesn't really take you that long. And then you go to the next floor. But now, obviously, you only have one bread and one water. It's not gonna be very easy for you to go multiple floors at once. But later on, you can just basically grind multiple floors at once. That's when you want to get better weapons and stuff. Because I'll show you, you're gonna find chests, and there's multiple things. As we find them, I'll explain it to you. But yeah, right now, these are the first few floors. The beginning floors, well, it's not gonna drop that many things. So let's kill this Skeletoni. And as you can tell now, you hear the sound. Right. So this is my weapon. That is weapon HP. It's 6 out of 48. Now we need to repair it. Right. So I used a repair powder. Now, if I don't do that, the weapon's HP basically goes to 0, and the weapon does like only 1 damage. It doesn't do it. It's useless. But that's because it's the first weapon. If other weapons that you collect go to 0, they're just gonna pop and disappear. So you don't want to do that. So we're gonna pay attention not to break all of them, but we're most certainly gonna break them because my memory is very bad. Even with the sound. Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing. I'm gonna show you. So this is the dungeons, right? Now imagine the dungeons are like a mirror. Or similar to a mirror. And so... Oh, I can upgrade it. And so when you get into a dungeon, every dungeon is going to have a way of going basically into the secret portion of it, which is kind of a mirror reflection of the dungeon. But on the other side, there's stronger monsters, and you get good items. You have statuses like thirst goes faster, the weapons level up slower or faster, whatever it is, like this kind of things. And you need an item. So an oil for the wagon. But for the wagon. Yeah, very good. Yeah, speak German. But we don't have it right now because it has to pop from the chests, which obviously you're not gonna have on the first floor. But if you want to get later on, if you want to get more power, if you want to build or craft different weapons or find better items and stuff, that's where you go. Now we're gonna go and clean all this area, and you can see at the end over there, there's just one monster on the far left of the map. You probably don't have to bother with that, just to go there to kill one monster, because we got... Oh, there you go, we have the map. And now, with the crystal magic and the map, you basically see the map and you see everything there's on the level, which comes in really handy. Right, this bastard dropped absolutely nothing. A bastardo. And we have a bread. Nice. There's another Atla and 2 more chests. And we have the key, so we don't even have to go all the way there, because after this, we're gonna go back in town and I'm gonna show you how the building works. I just got smacked in the face by a Dasher Batula. Bloody hell, mates. Relax, look at my dagger. My dagger is better than yours, damn right. Ooh. Right, and you get gems. Yeah, it's the crafting, it's very complex. I know. For a 22 years old game, that's got premium chicken already. Right, so there's different types of meals, obviously with different grades. Now, there's no reason for me to go all the way down there, because there's no reason. There's nothing in there, and we go back to the village anyway, so we can't do multiple floors, because we don't have repair powder for the knife. So what we do is we unlock the next floor. We go to the next floor, but then, instead of moving to the next floor, we go back to the surface. We go to the village, right? The progress is gonna stay there, so it's absolutely fine. There's no problema with that. I just hit the microphone. Good. And now Grandpa Gandalf is gonna give us another Moon lecture? Ha ha ha. Seems like you finally come back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The piece sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand when the power of the Atlamilia resides. Buildings and people were sucked into the Atlamilia will be restored to their original form. So like I said, it's in the bubble, take it off the bubble, you put it back into the world. Very easy. Grandpa, we don't have time for that. Alright, he's basically explaining you how to do. We don't have to listen to all that bullshit, because I will tell you exactly what you need to do. It's gonna be very easy. We also have a manual. It's a guide for using Atlamilia. We don't need it. I'm just gonna skip through this because I don't want to make like a 50-hour long first episode, right? So now I'm gonna show you exactly how the building works, and then we're gonna stop the first episode, and it's already dusk, right? So there's obviously day, night, dusk, whatever, morning, right? And if you go at different times in the dungeon, the difficulty is gonna vary, depending on where you go. Obviously, day is better, night is harder, but you also get chance of better loot, if I remember correctly. So here's how you do it. You press select, you go into the Georama menu, you go configure an assembly, and for example, you see you have roads. So you're just gonna go here, you're gonna have a specific area where you can build them. Let's say, you know, you kinda wanna, I don't know, go from here and build a road, right? Now, this is just a few pieces, but you're gonna get more. Then let's say you wanna put some trees to make it look nice and appealing. So you gotta put one here, one here, one here, right? And one here. Why the hell not? Then we're gonna get the... hey, look, we have a river, El Fiume Ciattala. Very cool. So we're gonna put the river down, and you can arrange this however you want. And then if you want, you can move it, you can take it off, remove it, whatever. And then you have houses. As you can tell, houses do have some icons in them. So obviously you're gonna put the fella in the house, right? And then when you put the house down, the fella is gonna be inside the house, and then you have to speak with him, and you're gonna ask him like, dude, what is that you need for your house? He's gonna say like, hey, dude, look, I need a lamp because I can't see when I move around and I keep hitting my pinky, you know. And I need a fence because otherwise nobody, because there's nobody around, they're gonna steal my stuff. So, you know, I have to feel protection. And a man named Macho, right? You get the point. So we're gonna put the house down, you can put it whatever you want, you can rotate it, and basically that's, well, maybe not there because there's no way to get to it. Let's say for now it's just Macho, so we're gonna put it here and then we get to it. And once you put things down, the world is gonna start like a dynamic change, so to speak. So you're gonna start dropping items like bread. Look at that. And tasty water. Right? So every once in a while you come back and you put stuff in the houses, you go around and you keep checking because new stuff is gonna spawn in, new chests. And now let's go in and speak to Macho, the big macho man, and see what he wants. Where is he? Oh, look! Macho, my boy. Bob, I missed you, man. Your smile really brightens my day. It's not Russian, but it's fine. Hello. If you see my big bro, tell him you didn't see me, okay? I'm counting on you. Bro, maybe he dead. How should I rebuild Nola? Fighting is what men should live for. It's a basic fact of life, right? Yes, bro. What will happen when it's done? That you should ask my big bro. So he's the hand, the big bro is... So now, tell me how to rebuild your house. This is basically where you ask them things that they want. So he wants the barbell, he wants to expand the room, and I think that's pretty much it. That's it. And you can't even move the visuals or anything. And I don't think we have a barbell. I don't think we have anything. We only have a fence and a lamp. And I don't think he wants a fence or a lamp. So that's supplies, that's a fence, and we don't have anything else, right? So for now, since we don't have anything, we have to go back in the dungeon and find more Atla. Right? But before doing that, we're gonna go to our little friend Grandpa. You see, the village is kind of getting in shape. Oh, and you can fish in this game, and trust me, it's absolutely fantastic. But we're gonna go to that later. Like, let me just explain you quickly one thing for the youngsters out there. You see this water? When we were looking at this water in 2000, we were like, bro, look at the graphics of that. Wow, the lighting. Oh my God, it's amazing. And now I look at it and my eyes hurt. Come a long way. Be grateful, you bastards. Anyway, we're gonna go back to Grandpa Giggia. We're gonna get some more supplies because he's gonna supply us with 1 bread, 1 water, and 1 repair item. Because we have no way of acquiring other than him, and we can't do the dungeons without them because we're gonna lose health, we're gonna lose thirst, and we're gonna get thirsty basically. and the dagger is gonna get damaged. So if we can't repair it, we can't finish the dungeon. So basically, until you start to get your own supply, you need to come to him every time you consume them, and he's gonna replenish one item of each. That's pretty much what it is. So we're gonna stop this episode right here, because it's already like 40 minutes long. And now we're gonna get into a little bit of grind. We're gonna go get more Atla in the next episode, and we're gonna get more of that stuff done. Alright? So, I'll see you in the next episode. Stay chill, get your hat on, and vaffanculo, do whatever you like. I don't care.